Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Vocabulary 6. So if you have not done so already, please get out a piece of paper and get ready to take notes on this week's words. Remember that as you are listening to this screencast, at any time you can stop and get caught up with what's on the screen. You can rewind, whatever you need to do to make sure that your notes are complete. All right, so here we go. Our first word, abashed. Abashed is an adjective, and it means embarrassed. Oops, I did not mean to go that fast. Abashed, adjective, embarrassed. Our next word is belittle. There's that cute little saying, don't be little, be big, meaning don't put others down. Belittle is a verb. It means to refer to in a way that suggests lack of importance or value. When you belittle, you make something smaller or less important. Curt. Curt is an adjective, and curt means short, rude, brief. Short, rude, brief. We usually use the word curt to describe someone who answers rudely and with very few words, as opposed to someone who, say, is laconic and doesn't say a lot, but they're not rude or nasty about it. So curt tends to be a slightly more negative meaning as far as short, rude, brief. Okay. Next, we have disarming. Disarming is an adjective. It means charming. And it can also mean surprising. And if you think about the parts disarm, to take away arms, that's basically where it gets its meaning, where someone was so charming or so able to surprise somebody else that they got their weapon or their horse or their wallet away from them. Our next word is facetious. Facetious is an adjective. Facetious means humorous and not meant seriously. It's like sarcasm, but it doesn't necessarily have the negative or sometimes mean component that sarcasm has. Humorous, not meant seriously. Next word is finesse. Finesse is a noun. And there are actually two definitions for this, because there's the noun definition, delicate skill, and then there's also a verb definition. So finesse, delicate skill, meaning maybe somebody plays an instrument with finesse, or someone dances with finesse. And then we have the verb. And when we say finesse, or we use finesse in the verb form, we mean to accomplish by cleverness. Think, if you've ever seen the TV show MacGyver, think MacGyver. He is able to finesse his way out of situations, to accomplish things by cleverness and a pocket knife. Okay, next word, inaudible. Inaudible. It's an adjective. It means not able to be heard. Not able to be heard. Our next word, ostracize. Ostracize is a verb. It means to exclude from a group or to banish or send away. So sometimes groups at school, cliques maybe at lunch, they ostracize somebody that they don't want to be part of their group. Sometimes in the old days, if there was somebody who was, say, sick or thought to be evil, they might have been banished or sent away from a community. Ostracize. Next we have preclude. Preclude is a verb. It means to make impossible, to prevent, to shut out. So include means to involve people or information. Preclude means to keep them out, to not have them be part of it. Stance. Stance is a noun. And it can be a way of holding the body, like you're in trouble when your mom's stance is with her hands on her hips. But it can also mean an attitude or position on an issue. Her stance was pro-ESP and aliens. Okay, her attitude was that yes, there was such a thing as ESP and aliens. Stance. And then our word power. First, we have the prefix pro. The prefix pro means forward or in favor of. Then we have the prefix un. And the prefix un means not or release. And then we have our root word for this week, which is graph. And we're not talking like graph paper, like you might think about for math, but we're talking graph as in write or written. So autograph. Phonograph, phonograph, or photograph, both where either sound or image was written onto paper or a piece of vinyl, something like that. Next, we have the suffix full, and you'll never guess what the suffix full means. Full of. Just like it sounds, just like we know the word F-U-L-L. Alrighty? And then last we have the suffix AR, ER, OR. And that means one who or that which. So if you think of one who, teacher, one who teaches. Driver, one who drives. Okay? That is the end of Vocabulary 6. Make sure that you have your notes. Remember to upload them to Canvas and then complete the quote-unquote quiz. It lists as a quiz, but it's really your practice, your vocabulary practice. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. You can send me an email or respond through Remind. Thank you all so much.